Well, hey, what's going on, my friends? It is I, LeeAnna, with Chronic Inspiration, back this week for another video. Oh, my hair has been bugging the crap out of me. I, it's gotten long enough finally to where I can put it up in a top knot, and I like it like that. I think it makes me look like a little old lady, but I don't care. I like being a little old lady. Not quite there yet, but when I'm 55 and I'm a senior recognized a senior at a lot of places, then I'll be justified in calling myself a little old lady. As it is right now, I'm only 2 years away from the age my grandmother was when I was born, and it's not like we had a lot of young women getting pregnant in our family. It was all normal, average age, and she was you know, um, she's 50 years older than me. So I just can't believe I'm almost at that age. mm. So, anyway, hi. Um, how are you? How have you been? This is our third weekly Wednesday video in a row in our Fibro series. And I had slated down that I was going to discuss brain fog. I did that not too long ago, but for those of you that are new, and also I should say this as a disclaimer: I'm not a medical professional. This is only the viewpoint of myself and other people that relay their stories to me. What we say on this video is from experience only and is my own personal opinion. This is only for research purposes. If you're looking to get a solution from me, I can only tell you what happened to me, and not I am not guaranteeing it would happen for you in the same way. So now that I've got that said, I also need to say at the beginning here that if you do like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me. When people used to say that, I was like, yeah, right, it doesn't help. It does. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell to get notified. This little bell right here to get notified um, of future videos that come out. Now I'm going to tell you why it helps real quick, and then we'll get back to it. Facebook's Facebook has an algorithm, and what their algorithm is the program is designed so that it will play more of what is recognized by the people as wanting to see, such as clicking on thumbs up, subscribing. Those little things are logged by the little computer that's controlling Facebook and Facebook, YouTube, both of them actually, all of them. They work the same way. Um, Facebook, YouTube, and everything I said is true. I just said Facebook wrong, and it is YouTube that I'm just telling you about. But if you like a video or if you subscribe to my channel, then Facebook, YouTube, I was on Facebook yesterday and today. Then YouTube says, "Oh, people like her video. We're going to show more of her in more of her videos." So, it does go by keyword, and but it does also go by one thumbs up or one subscribe from you can actually really help me go a long way. And you can always unsubscribe later if you really want to, but I hope that you won't. I hope that you will stay around because um, I have dreams of building this as a community, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. So I'm kind of just wanting people to come along with me as support. You don't have to do anything except come together in a community type of fashion. I will have, of course, a coffee page open so that if you want to give me donations, that's perfectly fine, but it's not anything that I'm going to ask for. Um, so anyway, that's if you're new, and then welcome to Chronic Inspiration. I'm saying all of this in totally a wrong order, all mixed up and jumbled. And if you can keep up and understand what I'm saying, then you are good. So But back to it, what I was talking about was I had down for today to talk about brain fog and cognitive function. And I will say this, a lot of brain fog or cognitive function or drowsiness or dizziness or anything that happens like that when you have a chronic illness or when you have any type of illness, you never know if it's coming from a side effect from the medicine or if it's coming as a secondary thing from the illness or if it's something that is part of the illness. So, those are three different ways that you can have um, conditions or effects, conditions going on with you. Um, I can tell you though, for me, fibro, okay, for me, my fibro got gradually worse year after year. Now, fibro is a chronic condition, it's not fatal, but the symptoms can get worse and more disabling the older that you get. Fibro is different for every person. It's not like saying, oh, I have cancer, which part of your body is it in? And then you have a tumor and you know it's malignant. It's not like that. Or you have blood cancer. It's not, it's not real cut and dry like that. This is something that affects the joints, the soft tissues. You can have so many different weird things happen to your body. I have had so many different weird things happen to my body, and other people that I know that have fibromyalgia have as well. It is certainly something um, that the more you know, the better you will be. Um, but my personal opinion is, my personal viewpoint on this is that fibro is something that does get worse year after year. And in my life, that is exactly what happened. So I've had it for 14 years. It's very hard for me to say what experiences I'm going through which ones are experiences that I received from fibro and which ones are from medicine. Oh, but this is what I was going to say. With the brain fog, fibromyalgia is what, ever since I got fibromyalgia, somewhere along the way in there where I was getting these different symptoms for this and this and this, somewhere along the way, it got to where I would think of a process of something of how to do something, and I would step by step by step, and then whoops, I don't know how to go forward. There's like a wall of mud and I can't get past it. I can't knock it over. I can't go over it. I can't go under it. I can't go around it. The only way you have to go is through it. But if that wall is thick enough there, the only thing you can do is wait and hope that whatever you were going to do is not something that's lost to you for a long, long time. Like for me, I'm a big computer geek, okay? And I have sat down at the computer and I've had to physically think, okay, what am I doing? And I have to try and remind myself with other trigger words and things like that. A weird thing for me that happens, I'm in my room and I can't imagine what the living room and kitchen look like. I can't picture it. And I have to really focus on it for a few seconds before it comes into my mind which house I'm in, where I live, what it looks like. It's very weird. But I will say, in 2017, I went into heart failure and came through it by the end of 2017. But I changed again. My body changed again. It's also at the time in 2020 this year, I've gone through menopause. So come January, I will be a whole year and I will be considered postmenopausal. So with that, and I finally got on the right medicine for my anxiety and my depression, and the menopause knocked out a bunch of weird symptoms that I had in my life, personality traits or so we thought. But I think it just was all had to do with different meds that I was on for my mental health conditions, or if it was, hormone related, whatever. I'm never going to know. So all I know is like a lot of the rage that I used to get is gone. But I do have my dad's temper, and if you push me hard enough, I will get mad, and I will just get mad for the sake of being mad, and I won't care. And if I can even get mean about it. Now that is my dad through and through, and my mom will tell you. but a lot of that crap is just, whew, it's just gone. Um, I still don't have a lot of tolerance for bad behavior, whether it's a child or an adult. I have an intolerance against bad behavior. I just, I don't like it. Um, there's different things, but back to what I'm saying, I went off on a tangent there. Back to what I was talking about. You never know what side effects, what conditions, what experiences or issues you're having. You never know what to attribute those to. So it can get to be pretty frustrating. So it becomes instead of trying to find the root of the problem and fixing it like you used to do probably earlier on in your life, it becomes a thing of um, let's fix the symptom. We're never going to know where it's coming from. Let's just mask the symptom by giving you some kind of medicine to ease the symptom so that you're more comfortable. That's what it turns into. And it's a game. It's not a game, but it's like the pharmaceutical drug game, pick one and then pass it on, and pick one and go back to and go forward. Sounds like a board game to me. I don't know about you. But yeah, and I've gotten now to where I have tardive dyskinesia. Then if you watch TV and you watch the commercials about it, there's certain medicines that I've been on past, I don't know, several years, and they have gotten the medicine my body is responding now to it with this tardive dyskinesia. And what the tardive dyskinesia is are the big muscle jerks that I get. I don't know if I've spoke about it on this channel, but ever since I had fibro, and especially since I went through heart failure, which, like I said, also changes you, um, I get these muscle jerks. I can go like that, or I've actually done it while I've been talking to you. My jaw will hang, and I just did it, and it sounds like I've stuttered or just got stuck. That's part of it. And that is the last thing that happened most recently within the past few months this year that really took me to the doctor. And they just did an EEG on me. My brain scan is totally fine. So it's nothing going on in my brain. This is all having to do with my nervous system and the meds that I'm on and the different experiences and conditions my body is going through. And it's just not fun. And but I am here. The reason for this YouTube channel is because I want to put it out there that we might have chronic illness, but we also have chronic inspiration. We can be chronically inspired. We can be inspired by people and by their stories and by our own lives and by our own milestones that we have gone and that we've attained. When you have a condition, or if you have a thing going on in your life, and my family will tell you I am the first to, be like, no, I don't want to do this, and all that crap. I'm the first one to do that. But I also know in my right side of my brain up here, not right, but I mean correct part of my brain, I know that things are only certain ways for a certain amount of time. Nothing is ever permanent until I close my eyes and breathe my last breath and my heart beats his last beat. That is the permanence. That's the next last thing that is going to be permanent in my life. And then I go on to my eternal life. So the things that are happening in between this day and that, when I go close this book and open the new book, then all these things that are happening are just, it's by God's design, however, but there's free will in there. So everything is set up. There are choices and different avenues that you can go down and what you can do. And I choose with chronic inspiration to try to stay empowered and encouraged and inspired. And I want others to feel the same way. I wish wholeheartedly that I could reach the person sitting. Now, I see you. You are way in that camera. You are way deep inside. I see you, and you are sitting alone in your house, on your couch, in your chair, laying in your bed, and you got all the curtains drawn, and you are just crying. You don't know where to turn. You feel so alone. You think there's no way out because of your depression and anxiety. And I'm going to tell you, that's not true. There are people that are here. There are people that can help. You get online and you do a search for to write "Love on Her Arms." That is a prevention group that one of my favorite charities has started advocating for. Um, you go on there and you look up "Always Keep Fighting." You look up um, to write "Love on Her Arms." You look up National Suicide Prevention. You look up all of that stuff, and you will find the most important thing though is if you don't feel like there's anybody around, if you feel totally and completely alone, that's just not true. You're not totally and completely alone. There are people that are here, and if you're awake and you're breathing, you won today. It's when you stop breathing and when you refuse to live your life that day, that's when you're in trouble. But no matter how you feel, if you still try to engage with your day, that's a win, whether you know it or not. That is a win because that means that little spark is still alive inside of you. That little stubborn piece of free choice is still alive inside of you and is still wanting to say, I am here. I choose to be active in this. I choose to try and do something that makes me feel. And that's a win. That is a win. If you don't get up and you stay in bed and you don't ever get up for like days or a week or 2 weeks or whatever, then you might be in a little bit of trouble and you might need to look for some help. If you don't have any help and you don't have anywhere to turn, you go to your doctor. Okay, if you can't go to your doctor, or if it's the middle of the night and you really feel like you're on the edge about ready to just end it, you call 911. That's what you do. I'm telling you, you are talking to a statistic, okay? I am a statistic. And this is serious stuff. It makes you uncomfortable. People get uncomfortable and they want to not talk about it. But here's the thing, everybody is dealing with some kind of big, huge stress, especially during COVID right now. And everyone is dealing with their own chronic or invisible illness, meaning an invisible illness can be a chronic illness like what I have, a chronic physical illness like diabetes, or, I have a physical chronic illness, but then there's mental chronic illnesses, and there's visible illnesses, and that's just all the ones that you can't tell that what people have. But what was I saying? Oh, everyone is dealing with something. Every person is dealing with something. We are humans. That's what we do. We feel, we engage. We don't, did you know that we wouldn't survive if we couldn't connect with another human being? I didn't realize that. I thought we only needed food and water to survive. Well, that's not true. We need purpose, we need hope, and we need connection. We need to feel like we're seen, like we have connected with something, whether it be our connection with our Savior, whether it be a connection with your higher purpose or your higher being, whether it be a connection with another person, and you feel that instant, back and forth, and that that person is right there in the same perception as you of reality. They feel the same way about things. They see the same way about things. That is a very unique gift to find somebody that you can be totally simpatico with like that. And it's not ever just totally, but I tend to use very strong words to get my point across. So I don't really ever intend on lying, but sometimes I might embellish a little bit to make the point. But I think that I get really emotional when I talk about this stuff because it's the most serious thing that's out there. Keeping yourself alive is the most serious thing that you can do. And if you're having trouble doing that, and if you feel like you can't do that, please go for help. Please try to connect with someone, because I know that there is somebody out there listening to this who needs to hear it. I know that this video has made it through the total of 5 people that watch my videos. Actually, I have 12 subscribers. 12. I have 12. It's made it through the 12 people that have subscribed, and maybe somebody else has picked up on it and watched it, and they're still watching now after 23 minutes. Actually, it'll be shortened. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you next Wednesday. Actually, I'll see you on Wednesday, which for me is tomorrow. And then I'll see you again on Sunday in my Sunday vlog. I have a new schedule of the way that I'm going to do things. Wednesday's video, Sunday's vlog will both be up at 11 a.m. Okay? Then Monday night, I will be going on a short Facebook Live to talk about what's going on for the week and to talk about what to expect on Wednesday's video. And that's going to be at 7:45 in the evening. That's when I'll be going on Facebook Live. And soon I'll be going on Instagram Live at the same time, but I'm just not there yet. Soon, and sometime in the future, it will be all 3: YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. But I'm not there yet. So we've got Sunday morning at 11 a.m., Monday evening at 7:45 p.m. on Facebook, Wednesday at 11 a.m., Fibro series, and Sunday is a vlog. Which means, in case you didn't know, it just means I get on and I don't have like this stationary, camera. And to me, I kind of take you along with my day. Actually, I plan on starting making that vlog on Thursdays. So I have 4 days with you, or 3 days. And then I can put it up on Sunday at 11. And you will have, an inkling of what it's like behind the scenes and what I do with my weekends and so on and so forth. And then, let's see, Wednesday will also be dropping the Instagram post to let everyone know what's going on that week, and it'll be a nice, inspiring graphic. That'll be Wednesdays at 11 in the morning as well. And then on Friday at 11 in the morning on my blog, I will have a blog post there, chronicinspiration.net. The link is in the description. And my Facebook page and group, they're in the description. Yeah, that's it. So that is what's going on, and that's the schedule. So, if you want to hang out, let's hang out. I'm going to post this schedule different places so people know when and where to expect me. And I'm not going to say my closing again because I already said it. Ugh.